Good morning and welcome back to Praise Elohim Morning Devotionals. Today we're on day 22 of our series, Trusting Elohim in Every Season. The topic of today's devotion is Trusting Elohim through obedience, even when it costs us. Our devotion today is based on 1 Samuel 15 about King Saul and obedience. Our key scripture is verses 22 and 23, and I'll read. Has Yahuwah as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of Yahuwah? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. In 1 Samuel 15, Yahuwah gave King Saul a direct command, yet Saul obeyed it partially. He spared what he believed was good, and even believed his intentions were noble, offering sacrifices to Elohim. But sacrifice was not what Elohim asked for. Sometimes, trusting Elohim is not tested by storms or trials or danger, but is tested through obedience. When Samuel confronted him, Saul said confidently, I have performed the commandment of Yahuwah, in verse 13. But the reality was different. Elohim's response through Samuel speaks loudly to us today. And listen, this is what Elohim said through Samuel. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed than the fat of rams. In verse 22. Obedience is not about doing what seems right to us. It's about trusting His wisdom over our reasoning. It's about trusting His voice over our preferences. It's about trusting His word over our feelings and over our judgment. Many times we justify actions like Saul. My heart was right, we reason. I had good intentions, would be another excuse. At least I'm serving Him in other ways, and Yahuwah understands. But obedience requires us to surrender the right to define what is right. It is an act of trust that says, I believe your way is better than mine. Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6 says, trust in Yahuwah with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. John 14:15 says, if you love me, keep my commandments. James 1 verse 22 says, be doers of the word, not hearers only. Now just a few thoughts to reflect today. Where might you be obeying partially, like Saul, while convincing yourself it is okay? Are there instructions you know Yahuwah has given, but you are delaying, or maybe adjusting, or maybe reasoning, or maybe replacing with something good, but not commanded by Yahuwah? Trusting Elohim means saying, not my way, but yours alone. Let us ask our Father to help us to trust Him through obedience, not just when it feels easy, but when it challenges the will. Let us surrender our reasoning, our preferences, and choose His way above all. May our obedience be our worship. This ends our devotion for today. Thank you for joining me today on Praise Elohim Devotional. May your day be filled with His peace and His presence. Shalom.